Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead is a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The numbers on the ground for Lynch a week ago. 14 carries, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
Now Samuel. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Up the middle they go. Westbrook down right around the 25. The numbers a week ago for Westbrook. 15 carries, 60 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll run the option to start the drive. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Here's 2nd and 3. They go up the middle with Lynch. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners at 9-2 to start play. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. A strong running. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. To throw, Vick. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 2nd and goal from the 1. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Cunningham. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Cunningham to throw. That is caught. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. Jackson's got it over the middle. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Off play quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Westbrook. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. In motion, the tight end. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Cunningham. Now he'll escape to his left. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now a dump off here complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. It's caught on the right side. Williams. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Cunningham to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Cunningham. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. First down, Vick. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. That's Samuel, caught left side. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, Vick. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. John Kelly with a touchdown run. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Jake Haener, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 31-28, the final score.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On third down, Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On first down, it's Cunningham. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Cunningham. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Westbrook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31. 1st and 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. And it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Vic's throw taken in by Samuel. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up second down. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point as we get set for the... That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 13 yards out. And the Niners are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Gold to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. Vic now after the fumble recovery. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On second down, Lynch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. An inside run with Lynch. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Cunningham. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Cunningham. This is caught by Williams. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Jackson. So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A.J. Brown, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they could somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he will have a Niners first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and 11 now. They'll try the middle with Lynch. Able to push his way through. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Vic's going to take a knee, and that should just... So the victory here for San Francisco and this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for San Francisco, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.